I made a quick plywood model to make sure the guitar would fit, and it turns out that I'll need to make a few changes. I'm a little bit tight at the bottom here, but instead of making the back wider, I'm just going to make the guitar rack shorter. And I'm going to build this out of black walnut. Well, that was a pretty simple project and didn't take too long. It's kind of one of those fun projects that you can do over the weekend. A couple of things. One is if you want to make this project, I will have a drawing and the measurements up on my website. And also, last year I made a chess set, and it probably took me like 4 or 5 videos to make the chess set, just to piece it out. And so right now I'm working on a video where the whole chess set will be made in maybe less than 3 minutes. I'm just trying to cut everything down because I really like the chess set, and it's not getting a lot of views because it's one video I make the rook, and then the next video I make the bishop, and it just kind of goes on. But I think it's kind of fun just to see all the pieces made really quickly. So I should have that video up on Sunday, and eventually I'll put a link right here. And then I just wanted to talk about the finish on this project. When I'm working with small projects, I do use a wax. And lately I've been using the wax that Lynn makes over at the Darwin Arbor channel. I've mentioned before that I don't use wax on larger projects because if I have to refinish them, then I have to think about removing the wax. But on something like a small frame or I could imagine a bowl. Eventually I want to start turning. And small things like the guitar hanger. On this finish, I used Wipe on Poly, 3 coats, and then I used 4-0 steel wool with polish, the furniture polish that Lynn makes over at her channel, the Darby Arbor channel. I'll put a link in the description. And if you don't want to use Wipe on Poly, or if you want to use a finish that's going to dry a lot faster, you can use shellac. That's a really easy finish to use. And I think 3 coats of shellac, sanding in between each coat with maybe 320, and then rubbing the finish out with 4-0 steel wool and some kind of a wax is a nice finish. It has a really nice feel to it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please share it. That helps me out a lot. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.